What's going on, guys? Philip here with another product review. This is the IRAY Micro RH25. Guys, there is not another thermal on the market right now that's more versatile than this guy right here. This thing can do it all. It could be a clip-on, it could be a standalone unit, it could be a handheld or helmet mountable. It's small, the resolution's insane. I'm going to go over everything that I think the pros are, the cons are, a little bit of the specs, go real quick through them because I know everyone probably already seen all of them, and then what it all comes with, but let's get to it. So first off, getting your new, if you're going to buy this, it's going to come in this case. It's a really good case. It has cutouts, so you know your thermal goes right there. It'll come with 2 batteries, a charger for your batteries, different mounting for your optic, helmet mount. There's one right there, that's for your helmet, or clip-on, or can be a standalone. This can be used as standalone as well. That's about it. It also comes with this USB cord. It comes with an app. You can download the footage through the app or with the computer. So it's USB, plugs into thermal. There's another plug. I don't know what it is. Probably need to read the manual, but don't ask me. I don't know what that other one is. But real quick on the specs, this is the 640. They do have a 384, so if you want a cheaper option or you just don't like the specs on the 640, they got a 384. You can see the specs online, see what it is. But this is the 640 core resolution. It looks way better than that. The frame rate's 50 hertz. The base mag is one base mag, so super wide field of view. Lowest I ever had in a thermal. I think it might be the lowest on the market, actually, that I know of. There might be a few other, don't quote me. Detection range is 1375, so 375 yards. The display resolution is 1024. The image mode, so the palettes is white hot, which you'll mainly see, red hot, black hot, and color. There's reticle, so if you want to run this as standalone thermal optic, the reticles come in black, white, red, and green. It does have video onboard recording. It does not have audio. I'll go over that later. It has 64 gigs of memory. It does, so the batteries for this thing is not external. It comes with a 18650 battery. It comes with 2 of them. They last about 4 hours, is what they say. I've gotten about 3.5, 4 hours. So really good, better than CR123. CR123s are expensive and usually just don't last that long. And I'm also running this in Texas, just to let you know, so it's 70 degrees, 90 degrees. Imagine if you get into some colder temperatures, the batteries are not going to last as long, just how batteries work. Also, this thing is only 12.7 ounces, so super light. So for your guys who want to run it as a helmet or just, lightweight, ounces count, this is a very good thermal to have. You ain't going to have to put so many weights to balance out your thermal or anything. This is a really great optic for that if you want to use it as a helmet mount. I'm not a big helmet guy, but if you want to. It has a 5-year warranty. I'm big on warranty. I need durability because I'm rough on my stuff. So it has a 5-year warranty. It's aluminum housing. I will tell you right now, when you pick this thing up for the first time, put it in your hands, I had a guy do it. Was blown away by not even look through in it, just picking it up and just feeling how good and how well built this thermal is. It's incredible. It just feels like a brick. It feels like it could take a beating. Also, the max recoil it's saying is 300 Win Mag /7 mag. So it can take a beating. I've been putting on 308, 7.62 as a clip-on. No problems there. So that's a good thing just for you guys who want to run in some huge calibers. There you go. But that's for the specs. Now let's get to what you really want. So pros and cons on running this thermal. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go over the cons real quick. There's not many. First one is going to be the no audio. If you've seen some clips in the past, I've had audio over this. All I did was lay it over from another thermal mic and laid it over this. It does not have audio. So if you're a big audio guy or something like that, this might not be for you, but it might be because don't quote me on this. Don't, say Infected Outdoors, they said they're going to have audio eventually on it. No, I'm just saying that when you download the footage, you're going to hear static. You'll hear just a static sound. So there's got to be a mic in here to pick up that static. So maybe a firmware update later on. I'm not for sure, but there might be audio in the future for this. Just don't quote me on it. But that's one con, no biggie. Also, the cost, this is a $6,000 thermal, but if you really know what thermals are all about, you're buying the technology, and for this thing to do everything it can and be as clear as it can be and being this small, it's incredible. That's a heck of a price. To me, it is. It's worth it, but is it up to you? I mean, it's your money at the end of the day, so you spend it how you want to. I'm just telling you, it is. And I just want to go ahead and say real quick, I am not sponsored by IRAY. I run all thermals, Pulsar, AGM, everything. So I am not sponsored. This is an unbiased thermal review. Just go ahead and get that out there. I know some people are like, oh, you're probably getting paid by IRAY to say all this. No, I'm not. Another thing, con, and it's really not a con for me, but it might be for you. So I did run this one night just looking in the backyard, and I could see there was something. I have a 1,600-yard range behind my backyard, and there was something about 1,600 yards away. I could see the thermal through it, but I couldn't tell exactly what it is. I knew it was a coyote just because that's about all I have behind here. It might have been, a pet dog. I don't know. 1,600 yards is a long way to see. And then, after it got a little bit closer, about 800 yards, I could definitely tell it was a dog. I couldn't 100% identify it. If you were a new person behind a thermal, you probably wouldn't be able to identify it until about 500 yards. So around 500 yards, I'm able to actually probably guarantee you that's going to be a coyote or a pig, just on how the movement. But, the identification, seeing the thermal is different, but identifying is a whole different ballgame. So this thermal is super clear, but it's a one base mag. Yes, you can zoom in and everything, and it doesn't lose that much quality. It's hard to detect from that far range. But so if you're in Midwest, something big wide open, this might not be for you, but it might be as if you want to run helmet or handheld, it's super light, it's not bad. But I'm just saying, identifying something that far out can be difficult. But pros, 500 yards and in, this thing is clear. 400, 300, clearest thermal you'll ever see on the market that I know of. I haven't seen anything clearer. You can see the tick on a pig if you want to with this thing. This thing is super clear. It really looks like a 4K, 5K thermal. I've had guys that I've shown this to and thought they weren't even looking through a thermal. It looked like some black and white 4K video until they actually saw a thermal image. Like, oh, okay. Like, that's how clear this thing is. I have videos you'll see, like bullets going through pigs and actually deflecting and going somewhere else and hitting like a tree or something like that. You'll see that and just be able to see the clarity, and it's crazy on the things it picks up that other thermals don't or could barely pick up. And also another thing is the one base mag. I love one base mag. This is the lowest mag I ever had. I think the Pulsar XB50 I have is, excuse me, 1.6. I love that, but most thermals now you're getting into 3 power, your 2.5, your 2 power. Nothing one base mag. And so if you're a real close, East Texas, I know some guys in like South Georgia, it looks like I've seen on social media that had some real close encounters with some pigs. This might be the optic for you. For me, where I'm at, I run kind of all different terrain throughout Texas, big open. I can use it everywhere. I've done it already, and I love it. I mainly use it as handheld, and I mainly use it in white hide, just to let you know. You'll see it. But running this as a handheld, that's just how I like to hunt. I'm not a helmet guy. If you're a helmet guy, you'll love this too, I promise you. Just because how light and the clarity of it is. I'm running and gunning in the truck. I'm scanning, driving like this. I know, hands-free, but how my truck is, if I flip them up, I'm hitting the roof. It's uncomfortable. I'll probably need a different bridge mount or something, but that's just I like to run a handheld versus a helmet. Just one less thing I have to worry about. But another thing, dude, this thing's versatile. The versatility of this thing is crazy. I use it as clip-on. I'll show that. First time ever using a clip-on. So, real quick on how you would do that is, so first of all, this scope, is mainly built to be a clip-on for a 1x4, or 1x6, or 1x8, something like that. With that tube diameter, it fits perfect at the end of that tube to be as a clip-on. Imagine you can still run it as a 3x9 or on a 3x9 or something, but it's really built for a 1x4 or 1x6. So it's not a complete clip-on to any scope, which I don't know. I would have to test that really to see if you could. I imagine you could, just probably wouldn't be that great. But we used it on 1x4 and it performed well. Got all in the pigs. We were like 15 yards from the pigs, and it performed well. Bullet went where it was supposed to. I probably would, but wasn't best shooting. But it is what it is. But if that's something you want to do, go for it. So another thing is say you want to run it as a helmet or handheld, and you stock up on your pigs or coyote, and you put your rifle in your tripod. All you have to do, so if this is already mounted to your rifle platform, all you have to do, so that's for your helmet mount. You can also use this as the clip-on. So that's a pick rail. You just put that on there, click it on, and then this is already clicked on there. That, or have this on there as a handheld, and then just clip it onto your rifle platform, and you're good to go. You're ready to go. That's pretty beneficial there. If you want to run it like that, that's up to you. I always just have another thermal on my rifle. That's just how I ran. But just for you guys who want a one-all be-all thermal, this might be the way to go. The other thing is, I know y'all going to ask, the battery life. So 18650s are really starting to take over the thermal industry. I know some people just have their own external batteries, which usually last all night. Almost anybody who has an external battery, like I know IRAYs, other scopes, the Ricos and stuff, have their own external. They last all night. But anyway, this battery, the 18650s, they are getting me 3.5, 4 hours battery life. So no complaints there. They come. There's two of them there. If you want to get more, they're cheap. You're able to find them now just like anything else. They're way better than CR123s, I'll tell you that. They're rechargeable, so no complaints. And then I don't know how long they'll last, but if they don't last you that long, get some more. They're cheap. They're really cheap, so no worries there. The focus knob, also I want to go over that. It's not tight where you can barely move it, but it is kind of hard to move. Versus, when I mean that, by like if you're bumping around in your truck, you're not going to be able to focus. I know some thermals, you pull up, like, what happened to my thermal? Yeah, it's not going to do it that bad on the scope. Also, what else? Like I said, when you pick this thing up, it is durable. I've dropped this thing. You can see there's some marks right here. I've already dropped it. It has held up very well, so no problems there. Other than that, I've no problem. The app IRAY has is amazing. I've never had a problem with it. I had one guy have a little problem. It wouldn't load, and then he just deleted it, redone it, and it was fine there. The buttons, the menu button, it took me a while to figure out just because I haven't ran this unit. Also, like, when you want to record, you have to actually hit record. I know some thermals, I'll be going through footage like, man, when did I record that? I'll be just in the truck. I'm like, no, I didn't record that. I just hit the button on accident. It's so easy to hit record. This, you actually have to hit record. You actually have to hit turn off and like say, yes, I want to turn it off. So I like that just for content reasons and not just filling up your memory card. You're about to get on a big roof. Oh, memory's full. I just deleted everything. You just recorded 2 hours worth of junk. So I like that. IRAY's definitely, they set a footprint in this thermal market, and man, they are setting the expectations high. They are climbing that mountain and innovating. I love it. I hope y'all do too. If you're in the market or have any questions, hit the comments down below. I'll be right there. I comment and answer every question y'all comment. So that's it. That's all I got. I can't wait to see what, maybe the Micro 2 a couple years, what it'll look like. But so far, so good. I'm loving this. Y'all will see more of this, I promise you. I'm in love with this thing. So that's it. Keep commenting. Keep posting, sharing, whatever y'all want to do. I hope y'all are loving the content. We got a lot more pig action coming your way. Coyotes, we're going to hold off till next year. But, once it gets hot, pigs come out. So we're going to be hitting it. The corn's actually starting to come up pretty good right now. We're starting to actually get some rain. It's been dry here. But hopefully we'll keep on hitting that ranch land up until they harvest corn. And then hopefully wheat harvest should be coming up pretty soon. So we'll be hitting that too. So with a lot more footage coming your way. That's all I got.